Think of a really complex origami figure.
Okay, folded paper.
You start with a single plain sheet of paper that's like the initial geometric structure in GU. And through a series of precise folds, the mathematical rules and operations of GU, you end up with all sorts of different intricate shapes and features, like a crane or a flower.
Right.
Those complex features are like the different particles and forces. They all originated from the same basic starting point, the simple sheet of paper and the rules of folding.
That's a fantastic analogy. It really emphasizes how something incredibly complex and diverse can arise from something potentially very simple and fundamental.
And that's a key driving principle in physics, the search for elegance. To find the most fundamental and simple explanations for the complexity we observe,
So even if the equations in geometric unity look super complicated on the page,
which they certainly can.
the underlying motivation is actually simplicity and elegance.
Absolutely. The math itself is often connected to very fundamental and, to mathematicians, very beautiful structures like the Dirac operator, which is central in areas like K-theory.
So even if the details are intricate, the underlying aim is to find the simplest and most beautiful way to describe the whole universe.
Precisely. It's about uncovering the hidden harmony, the underlying geometric tune, in what seems like a very diverse and sometimes chaotic reality.
Okay, so let's quickly recap the main ideas of geometric unity before we wrap up.
Sure, in essence, GU starts with a basic four-dimensional space, a manifold. But crucially, instead of immediately defining gravity with a metric,
It holds back.
it considers all possible ways to measure distances in that space simultaneously, using a higher dimensional framework called the observers or metric bundle.
Right, the library of all possible geometries.
And from this more fundamental geometric structure, the theory proposes that the fundamental particles matter, like electrons and quarks, and the fundamental forces, gravity, electromagnetism, nuclear forces, emerge in a unified way.
They aren't separate additions, but consequences of the geometry.
That's the core idea.
And even though the math can get pretty advanced, the conceptual shift is profound. The universe, at its most fundamental level, might be inherently geometric and unified.
It suggests that seemingly different aspects of reality, the nature of space and time, the properties of matter, the forces that govern interactions, might all be different manifestations, different perspectives on the same underlying geometric principles.
It definitely makes you think differently about everything, doesn't it? Even, as we said, the different subjects you study in school, maybe they aren't so separate after all.
Maybe not at the deepest level.